By maintaining a steady routine of purposeful actions, you create habits that support learning, skill development, and adaptability, which are essential components of a growth mindset. Each day of consistent effort builds upon the previous day, gradually reinforcing confidence, competence, and the ability to overcome obstacles. Over time, this approach allows you to achieve more significant results, tackle increasingly challenging goals, and develop the resilience and determination necessary to navigate setbacks without losing focus or motivation. Consistent action ensures that growth is measurable, progress is tangible, and the pursuit of personal goals becomes an ongoing, sustainable practice that strengthens mindset, character, and long-term success. Every great achievement begins with a simple choice, the choice to believe that you can grow, learn, and evolve. Today, I want to talk about cultivating a growth mindset, a mindset that transforms failures into lessons, challenges and ordinary effort into extraordinary results. When you embrace a growth mindset, you stop seeing limits and start seeing possibilities. You start understanding that success is not about talent alone, but about persistence, learning, and unwavering belief in yourself. This mindset will guide you to unlock your hidden potential, overcome obstacles, and become the best version of yourself. The power to change your life is already within you. All you need to do is cultivate it. Embracing challenges is one of the most powerful steps you can take toward cultivating a growth mindset. Life is full of obstacles, difficulties, and moments when the path ahead seems unclear or impossible. Most people instinctively avoid challenges because they fear failure, embarrassment, or discomfort. But the truth is, challenges are not roadblocks. They are opportunities waiting to be seized. When you face a challenge head-on, you train your mind to think creatively, to problem solve, and to persist in the face of adversity. Each challenge you encounter carries a lesson, a hidden insight about yourself, your abilities, and your potential. Instead of shrinking from difficulty, consider it a chance to expand your limits. Every successful person you admire has faced moments of uncertainty, stress, and struggle. The difference between those who succeed and those who give up lies in the mindset they bring to these situations. When you embrace challenges, you begin to shift your focus from fear to curiosity, from hesitation to action. Challenges test your resilience, patience, and determination, but they also build them. Each time you tackle something difficult, you strengthen not just your skills, but also your confidence in your ability to grow. You start seeing obstacles not as threats, but as stepping stones, each one guiding you closer to your goals. Embracing challenges also teaches you humility and perseverance, reminding you that growth is a continuous journey rather than an instant achievement. The more you welcome challenges, the more you realize that limitations are often illusions, and that your potential is far greater than you ever imagined. Every challenge carries within it the seeds of growth, waiting for you to nurture them with effort, learning, and courage. By facing challenges directly, you create a mindset that thrives on learning, adapts to change, and continually seeks ways to improve and succeed. Learning from failures and setbacks is a cornerstone of a growth mindset, and it is what separates those who grow from those who remain stagnant. Every failure, no matter how big or small, carries valuable lessons that can guide you toward improvement. When you fail, it is not a reflection of your worth or abilities. It is an opportunity to understand what went wrong and how you can do better next time. Setbacks test your patience, resilience, and determination, but they also provide insights that success alone cannot teach. By analyzing your mistakes, adjusting your approach, and applying the lessons learned, you turn each setback into a stepping stone for future achievements. A growth mindset embraces this process, viewing failure not as an endpoint, but as part of the journey toward mastery. People with a fixed mindset avoid risks, and shy away from challenges because they fear failure. But those with a growth mindset see every obstacle as a chance to strengthen their skills and deepen their understanding. Learning from failures encourages self-reflection, promotes adaptability, and builds the confidence to face even bigger challenges ahead. The more you see setbacks as lessons rather than defeats, the more resilient and capable you become. Cultivating a mindset that thrives on continuous improvement and progress, believing in your ability to improve, is the foundation of a growth mindset and the driving force behind personal transformation. When you truly believe that your skills, intelligence, and talents can grow with effort, practice, and learning, you open the door to limitless possibilities. Self-belief fuels motivation, resilience, and determination, allowing you to face challenges without fear of failure. People who doubt their abilities often stop themselves from trying new things or pushing beyond their comfort zones. But those who believe in growth see every experience as a chance to learn and evolve. This belief is not about overconfidence or ignoring weaknesses. It is about acknowledging your current limitations while trusting that you can develop the skills needed to overcome them. When you embrace this mindset, setbacks become temporary obstacles rather than permanent failures, and criticism transforms into constructive feedback that helps you improve. Believing in your ability to grow encourages continuous learning, perseverance, and proactive problem solving, empowering you to tackle difficult tasks, take risks, and seize opportunities that others might avoid. Over time, this belief strengthens, shaping your habits, decisions, and actions in ways that propel you toward long-term success and fulfillment. Developing resilience through persistence is a vital component of a growth mindset, allowing you to face obstacles with determination and courage. Life is full of unexpected challenges, setbacks, and moments of doubt that can easily discourage anyone. However, persistence teaches you to keep moving forward, even when the journey seems long and difficult. Resilient individuals understand that failure is not a permanent state, but a temporary condition that can be overcome with effort and perseverance. By refusing to give up, you train yourself to adapt, problem solve. Persistence also builds self-confidence, as every small victory reinforces your belief in your ability to succeed despite difficulties. When you cultivate resilience, you stop seeing obstacles as insurmountable barriers and start viewing them as tests that help you grow stronger, wiser, and more capable. Over time, persistent effort shapes your habits, mindset, and attitude, empowering you to tackle even greater challenges and achieve long-term success. Seeking continuous learning and self-improvement is a hallmark of a growth mindset, and it is what separates those who remain stagnant from those who achieve extraordinary success. Life constantly presents new challenges, technologies, and opportunities, and the ability to adapt and grow depends on your willingness to learn. When you commit to lifelong learning, you open yourself to new ideas, perspectives, and skills that expand your potential and deepen your understanding of the world. Self-improvement is not just about acquiring knowledge. It is about applying what you learn to become a better version of yourself every day. People with a growth mindset view every experience as a lesson, every mistake as a chance to evolve. By embracing continuous learning, you cultivate curiosity, creativity, and problem-solving abilities that allow you to overcome obstacles more effectively. This commitment also strengthens resilience, confidence, and adaptability. As you understand that growth is an ongoing journey rather than a fixed destination, the more you focus on improving yourself and acquiring new skills, the more opportunities you create for success, fulfillment, and personal achievement. Replacing negative thoughts with empowering beliefs is one of the most important steps in cultivating a growth mindset. Every person experiences self-doubt, fear, and internal criticism, but the way you respond to these thoughts determines your progress and personal development. Negative thoughts can act like invisible barriers, keeping you from taking risks, trying new things, or believing in your ability to succeed. They often focus on limitations, mistakes, or worst-case scenarios, creating anxiety and hesitation that slow your growth. Cultivating empowering beliefs begins with awareness, recognizing when you are thinking negatively, and identifying the patterns that hold you back. Once you notice these thoughts, you can challenge them by asking whether they are really true or if they are exaggerated assumptions based on fear or past failures. Empowering beliefs, on the other hand, focus on your potential, effort, and ability to learn and improve over time. They shift your perspective from limitations to possibilities and encourage you to take action even when circumstances seem difficult. This process is not about ignoring reality or pretending challenges don't exist. It's about reframing your mindset so that obstacles become opportunities rather than threats. One practical method is to consciously replace statements like, "I can't do this," with "I can learn how to do this," or "I am capable of improvement." Repeating these affirmations consistently strengthens neural pathways in the brain that reinforce confidence, resilience, and problem-solving abilities. Another essential aspect is surrounding yourself with reminders of your progress and achievements. Reflecting on past successes, however small, can reinforce your belief that you are capable of growth and improvement. Additionally, it is important to maintain a supportive environment where people encourage you rather than reinforce self-doubt. Empowering beliefs also involve embracing a learning-oriented perspective. Instead of fearing mistakes, you see them as feedback, providing insight into how to adjust your strategies and improve. Over time, replacing negative thoughts with empowering beliefs builds mental resilience, reduces stress, and enhances motivation. It strengthens your ability to persevere through setbacks, stay committed to your goals, and approach challenges with confidence and optimism. By actively practicing this mental shift every day, you gradually transform your internal dialogue into a source of encouragement, determination, and self-trust that fuels consistent progress in all areas of your life. Focusing on effort rather than just results is a fundamental principle of developing a growth mindset, because the process of learning and improving is often more important than the final outcome. Many people measure success solely by achievements, awards, or recognition, and this perspective can lead to frustration, discouragement, and a fear of failure. When attention is placed on results alone, setbacks may feel like personal shortcomings rather than opportunities for growth, which can stifle creativity, risk-taking, and resilience. By shifting focus to effort, you start to value the dedication, time, and energy you invest in improving yourself and your skills, understanding that consistent work leads to meaningful progress. Effort-driven thinking encourages persistence, even when immediate results are not visible, because it emphasizes learning, practice, and adaptation. This mindset allows you to approach challenges with curiosity, viewing obstacles as chances to refine strategies, develop problem-solving skills, and strengthen abilities, rather than as indicators of failure. Focusing on effort also helps you break free from perfectionism, which often creates unrealistic expectations and unnecessary pressure. Recognizing that progress is gradual and incremental fosters patience, self-compassion, and motivation to continue practicing despite setbacks. Furthermore, when you value effort, you build resilience by learning to cope with difficulties and unexpected outcomes without losing confidence or determination. that cultivates an appreciation for the journey of growth itself, where each step taken, no matter how small, contributes to long-term development. This perspective also encourages experimentation, as trying new methods and approaches becomes part of the process rather than a threat to success. By celebrating effort and dedication, you reinforce positive behaviors that lead to improved skills, stronger habits, and greater competence over time. Emphasizing effort helps shift attention away from external validation, such as praise or rewards, toward intrinsic motivation and personal satisfaction derived from learning and improvement. Over time, consistent focus on effort builds mental toughness, adaptability, and self-discipline, equipping you to face increasingly complex challenges with confidence. By internalizing the value of effort, you foster a mindset where setbacks are temporary, learning is continuous, and the act of striving itself becomes the foundation for achievement, growth, and enduring success. The people you surround yourself with have a profound impact on your mindset, motivation, and overall growth, which makes cultivating positive influences essential for developing a growth mindset. Human beings are social creatures, and the attitudes, habits, and beliefs of those around us can shape how we perceive challenges, opportunities, and even our own abilities. When you are surrounded by supportive, optimistic, and growth-oriented individuals, their influence encourages you to adopt similar behaviors, reinforces your confidence, and provides inspiration to keep moving forward, even in difficult times. Positive influences can take many forms, including mentors, peers, friends, family members, or colleagues who challenge you constructively, celebrate your progress, and provide guidance without judgment. On the other hand, negative or toxic influences can undermine your confidence, reinforce self-doubt, and discourage you from pursuing your goals. Being aware of the people who impact your thoughts and emotions is the first step in intentionally cultivating relationships that foster growth. By seeking out individuals who embody perseverance, positivity, and curiosity, you create an environment that motivates you to improve and stay committed to your personal development. Interacting with mentors or role models allows you to gain insight, learn from their experiences, and adopt strategies that have helped them overcome obstacles and achieve success. Collaborative relationships with peers who share similar goals can provide accountability, encouragement, and the opportunity to exchange ideas, helping you maintain momentum and overcome challenges more effectively. Positive influences also help you navigate setbacks with resilience, as they offer perspectives that prevent discouragement and reinforce the belief that challenges are temporary and surmountable. Engaging with supportive communities can inspire creativity, innovation, and adaptability by exposing you to diverse approaches and solutions. Furthermore, cultivating positive influences is not only about receiving support, but also about contributing to others' growth, creating a reciprocal environment where encouragement, learning, and motivation are shared. Surrounding yourself with the right influences strengthens your mindset, reinforces empowering beliefs, and provides the emotional and mental resources necessary to persist in the face of difficulties. It allows you to maintain focus on long-term goals, make consistent progress, and develop habits that support continuous learning and improvement, ensuring that your growth journey is sustainable, fulfilling, and aligned with your aspirations. Celebrating small victories in progress is a crucial habit for anyone seeking to cultivate a growth mindset, because growth is often gradual and incremental, and it can be easy to overlook the steps you are taking toward your larger goals. Many people focus only on major achievements or end results, which can create frustration, impatience, and a sense of inadequacy when progress seems slow or obstacles arise. By intentionally recognizing and celebrating small accomplishments, you reinforce the value of effort, persistence, and learning, which in turn motivate you to continue striving for improvement. Small victories might include mastering a new skill, completing a challenging task, overcoming a personal limitation, or simply maintaining consistency in your habits. Acknowledging these moments of progress creates positive reinforcement in your brain, strengthening confidence and resilience while encouraging continued effort. Celebrating progress also shifts your focus from perfectionism to the learning process, helping you appreciate the journey rather than obsessing solely over outcomes. Each small step forward is proof that your actions are producing results, no matter how incremental, and that consistent effort compounds over time to create meaning. This practice also helps you maintain motivation during setbacks, as recognizing progress reminds you that even when challenges arise, you have already demonstrated the ability to move forward and achieve results. Celebrating small wins builds momentum by creating a sense of achievement and accomplishment that fuels further action, making it easier to tackle larger, more complex goals. It also strengthens your self-efficacy, which is the belief in your ability to succeed through effort and persistence, reinforcing the mindset that challenges are opportunities to learn rather than obstacles to fear. Additionally, recognizing incremental progress fosters gratitude, self-appreciation, and a positive mental attitude, all of which contribute to greater resilience and overall well-being. By consistently taking time to acknowledge achievements, no matter how minor, you cultivate a mindset that values growth, perseverance, and continuous improvement. This approach encourages long-term commitment to personal development, enhances motivation, and reinforces the understanding that meaningful change is a result of steady, deliberate effort over time. It also provides a tangible sense of accomplishment that keeps you engaged, confident, and determined as you continue working toward larger aspirations, creating a cycle where acknowledgement of progress drives further learning, effort, and success. Taking consistent action toward personal goals is one of the most important aspects of cultivating a growth mindset, because ideas, plans, and motivation alone are not enough to create meaningful change. Success and personal development come from the repeated, deliberate steps you take each day, even when challenges arise or progress seems slow. Consistent action builds momentum, reinforces habits, and transforms intentions into tangible results, allowing you to steadily move closer to your aspirations. When you break down larger goals into manageable tasks, it becomes easier to maintain focus and make continuous progress without feeling overwhelmed. Each small action, no matter how minor it may seem, contributes to long-term growth and helps you develop discipline, patience, and resilience. Taking consistent action also strengthens self-efficacy, which is the belief in your ability to achieve desired outcomes through effort and persistence, reinforcing confidence and motivation to continue striving forward. A growth mindset emphasizes that progress is built over time, and every action, learning experience, or step forward compounds to create lasting improvement. Consistency allows you to learn from experience, adjust strategies when needed, and develop problem-solving skills that increase your ability to handle complex challenges effectively. Furthermore, consistent action demonstrates commitment and accountability to yourself, reinforcing the importance of following through on goals, even when circumstances are difficult or motivation fluctuates. It transforms abstract intentions into concrete progress and ensures that your personal growth is not left to chance, but is the result of deliberate effort and persistence. By maintaining a steady routine of purposeful actions, you create habits that support learning, skill development, and adaptability, which are essential components of a growth mindset. Each day of consistent effort builds upon the previous day, gradually reinforcing confidence and the ability to overcome obstacles. Over time, this approach allows you to achieve more significant results, tackle increasingly challenging goals, and develop the resilience and determination necessary to navigate setbacks without losing focus or motivation. Consistent action ensures that growth is measurable, progress is tangible, and the pursuit of personal goals becomes an ongoing, sustainable practice that strengthens mindset, character, and long-term success.